Okay, my friends, here it is. So, I got a lot of questions from you guys, both on this channel and the Garden Like a Viking channel, about, hey Nate, what kind of sauna do you have? Because you're always going on and on about the immense benefits of the contrast therapy, the extreme heat and the extreme cold combined. So, in this video, I'm just going to take you out and show you my entire setup, which I highly recommend you guys getting on the sauna train. These sauna tents are very nice and convenient. Yes, you could build one yourself in some way. You could watch this video and reverse engineer it in some way. Not a problem. Whatever you got to do to get it in your life. But these tents make it very convenient. And I've been using it every day. I have groups of people come over and we're doing sauna and ice bath therapy. Everyone is loving it, and I absolutely cannot speak highly enough about the sauna tent because it has changed the entire game of winter, guys. You no longer dread the dreary days of winter because you got this nice wood-fired sauna you can sweat in every day. So let us get into it. Okay, my friends, so my application for this tent is a little bit atypical. Typically, these tents are meant to be carried to the great outdoors, like a lake or a river or camping, something like that. So they're very lightweight and very easy to set up. Do you see how fast and easy this thing is setting up? The fiberglass poles are already permanently placed inside of it, so you don't have to mess around setting up poles or anything. You just pop it out. Now, for my application, I'm going to leave it up all winter long and use it every day with groups of people. Until the spring comes, and then I will take it down so that I can grow food in that location. But for my application, this works great. Now we're using the super light version of the stove from Overland Sauna Company, and it's got a side-mounted rock cage, and it's got a huge, like a 5-inch chimney. Now it goes through a special port at the top where it's not going to burn the tent, so you don't have to worry about that. They've thought of that already. Now, here is a thing that is very important, guys, is that you secure it down, because these tents are essentially a huge wind sail, and you want to make sure that it doesn't blow around, especially when you're inside with that red hot chimney pipe. So I like to use paracord and use the Prusik knot because it stays strong under tension, and you can adjust it as the season goes on. So you always want to keep those kind of tight to keep the thing in place. Now, along with the ropes like this going to the T-post, I also have another thing which I'm going to show you right here. Now, this is the nighttime view of the tent. And here you can see the flaps that were on the outside. It's very important that we weight those down. I'm just using 2x6s. But if you don't do this, guys, the wind is going to get up under these flaps and it's going to potentially ruin your sauna experience. So you want to put the cinder blocks here. See, we don't have the ability to put stakes in there. That's what they're designed for. But we're on concrete. So we just put the cinder blocks there and we put the 2x6s to hold down the sides. And that keeps it nice and toasty. No air gaps, nothing like that, except for this, which is very important to open, the fresh air vent that feeds the fire, also keeps everyone inside nice and happy and healthy. So here is the nighttime version of the view, and I have it set up so that people can come and do sauna and ice bath. Now, a very important thing, again, is to use wood that is dry and split into small sections. Don't be putting wet wood on there or big chunky logs like you would in a home type wood burner. These are different. These type of wood burners require small, bone dry hardwood preferably. And you can get that fire roasting hot, a nice bed of coals. This Overland one has got a nice generous firebox, and it's made of a very good quality material, much better than the last one that I had. The welds are nice, the hinges all seem sturdy, and you can control the airflow. The only downside is that little tiny handle does get very hot. But once that fire is nice and hot, guys, it takes about 20-30 minutes, and it is going to be roasting hot inside. So here I usually get it to about 180, 190, sometimes 200. And when you do, you can pour water on them rocks, and here is what you will hear. Yes, when you throw that water on them rocks, guys, it kicks it up about 10 notches, gets it super hot and steamy. The water is what it's all about. Now, the important thing is to get the fire going and then close down that damper. That's going to get everything cherry red hot. Them rocks are hot. That pot of boiling water with the sage in it is hot. The whole thing gets deep into them bones. So you see here, we are using it during the summertime in the pouring rain. Now, here is the thing I want to say is that these tents are not waterproof, not even close. But that's by design because they can't hold any moisture inside. They breathe. So don't think it's a waterproof tent because it's not. But it's an insulated tent that will keep things nice and toasty warm. So you'll be sweating deep detoxification. Now, I absolutely love this tent because in the middle of winter, you can be steaming red hot and your neighbors can be thinking, what is this guy doing? There's 2 feet of snow on the ground. It's 10 degrees Fahrenheit outside. But that doesn't matter because we are getting that contrast therapy. I'm so thankful for finding these sauna tents because it has allowed for the contrast therapy that is wonderful. Going from the hot into the ice deeply relaxes the bones. You get a depth of sleep that you've never experienced before, guys. So I highly recommend getting one. Pour that water on them hot rocks and get zen'd out. So there you go, guys. Now you know. And if you want to get one of these yourself, I put a link in the description where you can get this exact setup right here. Or if you're clever enough and you don't have the money for the tent, you could look at it and reverse engineer it in some way. That's also possible. Whatever you got to do to get the sauna happening in your life. So check out that link in the description. Also, there is my Amazon storefront where there's a section that says sauna accessories, and it shows everything that I use, including the bucket and the thermometer, all that kind of stuff. It's all in my Amazon storefront. Check out the links, and I will see you guys next time.